Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit.
And welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. the Big Timers. House real big, car real big, money real big, everything real big. That song's been stuck in my head all day. I don't know why. I feel like it was probably TikTok, honestly, because where else is my attention? Not my responsibility, certainly.
Definitely not. Why would it be on responsibilities? It is Christian, a.k.a. the GOAT, Kenny Powers. I don't know why. I think I just saw the baseball jersey and I thought about being an asshole, and Kenny Powers like jumped right into my head because he's like the best. Like, I think that's who we should all be on the outside as well. Like, we should stop pretending that we're not like Kenny Powers inside of our head and pretending like we're decent human beings. We're not decent. We've all got a little Kenny Powers in us.
Who's
That's
Kenny
the
Powers?
colonizer Spaniarding you.
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers was from Eastbound and Down. It was a show about
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, it was about a guy who a baseball star who fell from grace because he's a dickhead. And like his life just kind of like continually falls apart, and it spirals out of control. He ends up like playing in a Mexican like baseball league, and I forget what it's called. It's called like the Gajos or some shit like that.
I
like it gets. I think if I remember like one of the episodes, halfway through the baseball game, I think it gets interrupted by a cockfight or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I made that up. Maybe that's a better plot than what Eastbound and Down had. But no, that is one of my favorite shows because I don't know, Danny
That's gold. That's gold.
You know what isn't a piece of shit? Oh, yeah. Go for it, Joseph.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's me, Thriller from the 3, a.k.a. Joey from NMT, a.k.a. Joey Vuitton.
The fuck pronunciation was that? Are you French?
Yeah, nigga, I just said I'm Joey Vuitton. The fuck would I be? French. Vuitton. Hello. Act like you know.
Vuitton. No, I don't.
He's like, you know.
You know that I know nothing
Me
about.
either.
I heard when you said it. I heard it phonetically in my head. I heard like VUTN.
Vuitton. Oh no, Christian.
Cardona's having technical difficulties. He'll be back. Yeah. No. So what? I love how like we've been doing this for like 3 years, and you're still working out your intro every single time.
What do you mean? How am I working it out?
I feel like you're a different person every time you introduce yourself.
Nigga, so are you. That's the point. Wasn't it the point?
But
it's
my point-
AKA something different every time?
No. My thing is I'm AKA a random name that came to my head that is somebody that's not actually me. Mm-hmm. Your thing is AKA you as a different name. This week is Joey Vuitton.
Well, I say my two names. I say my two names and then I say something that's relevant to something that's on my mind.
Okay.
Kind of like both of y'all niggas. The fuck?
What? Wait, what? Something that just comes to your mind? Yeah, I feel you. What? How was your Memorial Day weekend, boys? Did you guys get to do a little relaxation?
I had a
My plan was not to relax. My plan was to get back to the job and apartment search grind. As some of the listeners may or may not know, I am trying to move back up to the Northeast in August when my lease is up. I kind of slowed down on looking for jobs and apartments because it's May and my lease is up in August, and every job or thing that's called me back has been like, oh, you're not free till August? Hit us up in July. So I figured yesterday I was going to redo my resume, which I did, and then, get a little jog in, which I did. And then the rest of the day was going to be kind of just sorting through LinkedIn. But then mid-jog, or at the end of my jog, and this is one thing I will miss about Detroit. Maybe not, because I think I have the same level of community in the East. But I went to the grocery store, bumped into somebody I knew, and they were like, hey, I'm having a barbecue later if you want to come. And the kid lives, 5 minutes walking that way. So I ended up at a pretty decent pool party without even making plans. That's one thing about Detroit that it's a love-hate relationship I have with that in Detroit, because I leave my house, I'll see 6 people I know. I think, we can roll the die if that's a good thing or not. I don't necessarily have.
That's not.
I don't have enemies here, but there's just people I don't want to bump into. Like, I don't want to see you.
Yeah, but listen. We gotta be back to the Kenny Powers. We just gotta admit that we're pieces of shit. I love both of you guys, but there's definitely days that if we have to see each other randomly, like for no reason, like if I bumped into you, I might like avoid you, and you might have been like, "Yo, did I see you?" But like, nah, what? I was
When? Where?
Nah, man.
Where was I?
I was on the other side of town. I don't even know. I don't even go to that store. That Walmart. I didn't mention Walmart.
You know what? That hurts my feelings. You know why that hurts my feelings? 'Cause I had a moment thinking about you the other day, my friend. I had a moment, right? So
I say this, but am I? The thing is, I say this, but in practice, do I do it?
Yes, because you moved to
Mostly,
nowhere,
but not against people.
You are 3 hours from anyone. There's nobody nobody in your wife's family, nobody in yours. You're at 2.5 hours minimum from anyone you could bump into.
She's closer to all her family. She's like 45 minutes to like 80% of her family at this point. I am a few thousand miles away from Mike at this point. Everyone moved. Florida or Texas. Colombians just taking over the place. They're all over Texas now. Houston. I gotta go. Apparently, it's really black as well.
Yeah, you didn't know Houston, or you didn't know. Well, Houston's obviously black, but Texas in general is pretty Negro.
I like it. You know what? I want to see more black men with cowboy hats. In general, I think it's a strong, bold, choice in fashion, and I think more of us. Like, what if you went outside, Sasha, today? Cowboy hat, crop top, 4-inch seam short.
Now, see, okay, so let's pick this apart here. So for me personally, I don't like to wear crop tops with shorts. I feel like the silhouette is off. I like to wear a crop top with like a baggier.
But
pants.
You didn't say no to the hat.
Now, here's the thing.
You didn't say no to the hat.
You give me like some what are they called? Chaps. The cowboy pants are called. You give me chaps. Wait. You give me the warrior vest with the tassels kind of on it, like a brown leather vest.
All right.
Then I'll wear the hat. But I feel like that's the only outfit that I could like take myself seriously with a cowboy hat on.
What about the denim cowboy kind of like thing? Like big, cowboy boots, denim pants, denim shirt, just separated by belt buckle, maybe. Like where you have the difference enough. But you ride a horse.
If I had a horse, I'm doing it.
Everywhere.
If I don't have a horse, then I'm just silly. Then it's just Halloween.
No. I'm not asking you to jump out of your Civic with this getup. But if you jumped out of a fucking Pinto, yeah, I mean that's appropriate. I feel like Texans, I know you listen to the podcast. At least report back in the comments. Let us know. Do you guys see people ride horses every now and then? Is it enough? Because I feel like it should be a more common thing. Why don't? I mean, yeah, it's cruel to ride horses for long distances, but like, why don't more of us have that as a mode of transportation? The Amish have got that corner. I don't think it's that
cruel. Because I'm gonna ask you this, right? Because I always think about this because like
I'm a feed.
My For You page is like mostly animals at this point because that's all I care about. I'm really giving up on people, but I gotta think. I try to think from the perspective of an animal, right? So if you're a wild horse, chances are a coyote's gonna kill you. Like every animal lives longer in captivity. So like, but what's your choice, right? Because there's like, if you put a kangaroo in captivity, it's just a kangaroo. You don't do anything with a kangaroo. It's just in captivity. But if there's a horse in captivity,
I beg to differ.
If there's a horse in captivity, though, you ride the horse. So which would you rather do? Which would you rather do? Would you rather?
Would you rather
be a horse that's getting ridden or a horse that's getting eaten by coyotes or risking eaten by coyotes every night on the plains?
Okay. So we're going to backtrack just like 0.3 seconds and we're going to learn how to have the kangaroos let us ride them into like places. Like why can't we genetically modify a kangaroo large enough that we can fit in his Joey pouch and ride up, like pull up in places, right? Like, and we figured out a way to like not make it like this, like, you know, like mucus fluid, you know, that's in there. Like it's like silky, velvety, like we pop out and we just show up and we feed our little we feed our kangaroos, you know, our roux, my roux. That's
I don't
my
feel
roux.
like I really don't feel like I'd be fond of pouch travel, honestly.
Yeah.
The interior of my car is really nice. Like I don't want to ride in a pouch with a. And by the way, if it's a pouch that can house me, that means I'm in the pouch of an animal that's about 17 feet tall. So I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. There's no airbags in there.
Well, listen, you say that, but I've seen the Flintstones, and if the Flintstones can make it work, they can make these giant animals just do shit for them. That was the most ridiculous thing about the Flintstones, right? Like, I mean, granted, right? It's a show of the honeymooners in the Stone Age, already ridiculous. But the fact that they had enslaved all the other animals to do all the mundane shit for them, like, think about being the dishwasher in that world. That is miserable. Like somebody just yanks on your fucking, they think it's your tail, but they just yank on your penis, and you're just like, I guess it's time to turn on and become a dishwasher.
It's a living.
Like, none of the animals are happy in that scenario. Maybe Dino, because he's a dog, right? He's chilling, but all the other animals, miserable, because literally they say things like that. It's a living, and they just hang themselves at the end of the episode. Sorry. Trigger warning, but like that's, I think that's what would happen to most of us. Flintstones.
It's mostly ridiculous because the Flintstones had no tools to domesticate animals. You don't have guns. You just have rocks. The animals they're all bigger than you. The animals might want to be there. The animals want to be there.
And those feet, bro, don't underestimate those feet, bro. Do
Just
not.
Frank Flintstone kicking a fucking mammoth.
Yo. You know what happens, right? Like he saw a mammoth, and the mammoth like wouldn't wash his car correctly, so he kicked it in the throat, and it collapsed in front of his child, and his child like had to like finish the job because, you know, now he has to restore the mammoth sanctum, right? Like the agreement that they had. I don't know, man. That's a miserable place. If we're making animals do everything for us, they're not.
Do you prefer?
Are we doing it? Are we?
Do we prefer animals doing stuff for us or AI? Which one?
AI for sure.
Definitely.
Because
yeah. Oh, when's the last time a cow made you a Kanye song? I'm just saying. I've never been to the Bronx Zoo, and all of a sudden, Ice Spice started to break out in the month. Whoa,
the monkey.
hold on.
What?
I was about to say.
Whoa! Don't say that about Icy, baby.
That's because no. She's an
Freudian
angel.
slip.
I only said that because
Freudian
I think it's
slip.
just because I
Living
always
in Pennsylvania too long. This guy. Wow. You know what I can't wait for though?
How crazy would it be if the monkeys just started spitting Ice Spice? I think everyone's going into that exhibit after that. Like, chimpanzees are saved. Like, after that, immediately everyone is just like, well, we gotta let them live. Like, do we deny them the Planet of the Apes experience if they can break out a Celine Dion song? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, because now
I'm with the apes.
They're still just entertaining us. But like that begs the question. Like, not the question, but I really can't wait for AI to take everybody's jobs, bro. I'm tired of working personally, and I feel like we're gonna, because you know what? Because as per our conversation earlier, you know, we were talking about how like it's so strange that when you're a kid, people are like, oh, you don't want to grow, you gotta go to college because you don't want to, you shouldn't, you don't want to grow up and have to flip burgers. But like everybody in America wants to eat a burger, and AI cannot take the burger flipping job.
Everybody has to eat.
So
everybody has to eat.
When AI takes the jobs,
we're
all going to go back to like valuing, you know, the quote unquote essential workers again. We're going to go back to like, I fuck with a cashier. I mean, a cashier could probably be taken by AI, but
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God, it's already happened. I mean, like literally, like you just have predictive text sent to you, like of what you should order, and you use your mobile app and talk to no person, and someone just throws food at your window.
Yeah, I think so.
Like at light speed.
Preparing food though is like a human experience. I mean, it's all robots do the AI, but like that's hundreds of years away, maybe 100.
There's literally like pizza cooking robots, bro.
that's not
There's
that
like
far
there's
away.
like
I think mass
But that's-
adoption of it.
it's like 6 months
would
from
be
now.
far away, but mass adoption probably
Maybe
the
a
quality
couple
probably
years.
isn't up there because, like you said, we need specifics in cooking.
Do
know?
you remember that
Yeah.
that joke in Futurama where like Bender wanted to be a chef but he couldn't be because he can't taste anything because he's a robot? That's and that was year 3000. So I think we got a cool couple hundred. They didn't figure out robots taste the shit in year 3000.
See, the thing is that
and Simpsons predicts everything, so Futurama
they
can't be
did.
that off.
What are you talking about? They did. Didn't they have the one robot that like he could taste things, and then he was like literally like this
You
amazing
get
chef?
entirely
and
too
then
high because you just
Bender-
made that up. You just made that.
No, there's like literally there's literally a whole episode of this like of Ben. You know what? Fuck you, because I remember that happening. Bender and getting a Bender chef episode.
But yeah,
What
when
was
we're
it?
gonna start valuing the pastry chefs. Oh, wait, you are a pastry chef of sorts, right? A baker, you know,
My wife is.
And you're-
My wife-
you're the
yeah. They do
the
value
delivery
that
boy,
shit.
you know. When are we gonna get it back?
Yeah, I am the
you
hot
imagine,
delivery
like,
boy. I don't
In
know,
like
bro.
20, like 45, like we start paying like McDonald's workers like 8,000, like 80, 90,000, or whatever the equivalent of with inflation will be, you know, like 6 figures basically, because like they are making food. And AI has taken all the accounting jobs, all the finance bro jobs, all the tech jobs. I mean,
Yeah, because literally, there's already like people can build algorithms to kind of like satiate like what an account should look like and what it should invest in. So like having AI take over like Finbro's stuff very quick. I mean, they probably like getting choked now. So I mean,
once customer service is like fully automated, where everything else is done, I think that's the last bastion. Is like customer service, and they've been trying for years. You ever like call like they're like, oh, use the text bot to like answer your question, you know? And it's not like AI, but it's just like
yeah,
prompts,
and it's only because it's so inferior.
but they're trying. But customer service is like the last
Yeah,
bastion. I don't know if that's going away in our lifetimes, but I hope it is, honestly, because if nobody works, then like everything's cool, right? Like, yeah, if most of the country's out of a job, then that's just the status quo. We're living in 10 cities and baking hot dogs over fucking burning trash cans, and that's life.
While the AI has now taken over all the jobs that we want, and we still have to pay now an Uber, like taxi, to get anywhere. So, but we can't even be part of the gig economy because
The Uber
now,
is
you know,
AI
we
driven.
have AI. Mhm.
I was actually in a Tesla Uber the other day. It made me feel uncomfortable only because like the guy was in it and he was just like showing off. I'm like, bro, why are you showing off while you're driving this Uber right now?
Wait, hold on. Describe this event because remember, I live in Hickville, so I don't even know what you
Yeah, I was in an
crazy.
Uber because I had that car problem. So I was in the Uber and it was a Tesla, and I was making conversation with the driver, and I was like, God damn, like he is. And I was just like, so is Ubering like paying for the Tesla? And he's like, oh, actually, like I rent the Tesla from Uber. It costs X amount of dollars a week, but like it's pretty smooth. It drives itself. Watch. And he takes his hand off the wheel, and it gets off the exit on its own. And I'm shitting my pants because I'm like, if this hits a median, that's gonna fucking suck. But like, it's got like the screen for a Tesla is like bigger than an iPad. Like it's huge. You should probably see it.
I get
so
that.
It like warns
So-
you when it's gonna do something. Like it's like, oh, we're going this way. This is the road. This is what it looks like.
Gotcha.
We're about to veer right. We know there's no cars over here because it shows all the other cars on the road on this screen. So that it knows these other cars are there. The road is there. Still, like if there was nobody in the car, I'd be less weirded out. But the fact there was like a guy with his arms crossed, I don't know. Like I feel like you could have fucked it up. You know what I mean? What if you sneeze and like slap the touch screen and throw us off the road?
So, speaking about sneezing, so at what point did you reach around and suck his dick? Because I mean, if he's got, because if you literally went along with a like what is this like a hands-free driver? Like, I mean, that's the
I
ultimate
really
dream.
do have to have
Like,
sex in an Uber now.
they've got good
I have to
seats.
have not an Uber, but like a Tesla
Yeah.
that's driving itself. But for that,
Tesla.
I'd have to rent a Tesla. So that's like what $300 a day probably, and then I'd have to be on a road that's clear enough and straight enough that I know I'm going to be cool
to fuck on it while the car drives itself, but also it has to be daytime because I don't want no deer jumping in front of my Tesla. So I have to pick a very specific road. I feel like I can only do this in like a certain town. Like I have to be in like Carbondale, PA. You know, actually no, those are windy roads. Can't do that. Where's the straightaway? I gotta be in Virginia. Virginia's got some pretty straight roads, some straight flat roads. We're going to Roanoke, Virginia. We're renting a Tesla and we're fucking in it, babe. All right.
I think that's a good. Listen, bro. If there's any aspirations we need driverless cars, allowing us the freedom to get roadhead, and just to fully blow somebody's back out in the back seat without losing time for destination. I think that's powerful. I think that's when humans finally unlock every part of their mind.
You know what we need to? We need some scenic views. What are the roads like in Montana? I need some scenic view. But I need the road to be straight.
They gotta be crazy.
We're gonna go to Arizona. We're gonna see some red rocks and fuck in the spaceship, babe. That's what life's all about, really.
Oh, yo, that's actually kind of cool.
That's like, actually like a.
Why wouldn't somebody view that as romantic?
I gotta look up like the death rate of like automatically driving cars. I feel like it happens, but like probably not more than like regular cars. I mean,
look it up right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well,
not more than regular cars because there are way more regular cars than self-driving.
I'm saying
cars.
like from a percentage wise. I don't know what to look up. It would have to be like percentage. Let's see, percentage of auto driving car accidents.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's say a percentage of automatic cars in the USA. According to CarMax, 96% of Americans drive. Okay, that's automatic manual. I mean, like self-driving.
I think self-driving is what you'd have to type in.
Yeah,
I think that's what we call it.
How much is a Tesla? I wanted a Tesla a while ago. I think they were like $60K last time I looked.
They came out with
crazy.
A consumer one, like a cheaper one, like a $30,000 one.
Yeah, it was like 40,000. Yeah, it was like 37,000, but it was never on target. Never came out. Oh, also speaking, now we're making full circle on the joke that I was trying to make before. Every time you have sex in a Tesla, Elon gets to see it, and he posts it to Twitter. So he's definitely doing that. You know that.
Could you imagine?
Can you imagine like just some like you hear some creepy South African accent come through?
No, what I imagine is like Elon Musk's history gets leaked and I become famous for fucking on a road in Arizona, and now like Elon shares it. Oh man, you gotta start the OnlyFans at that point.
Elon makes the money on Doge. Like he literally just. He's like, look at Dogecoin where Tropical Sasha is blowing somebody's back out. Is it a woman? Is it a man? Is it a kangaroo? You find out. I don't know why Elon sounds like that in my head, but I can't do a South African accent. I can't presume to even remember what it sounds like. I just know it sounds weirdly British and foreign at the same time.
Let's see. I got a random website up. I don't see any accident statistics, but it's got a bunch of random. It's research.aimultiple.com. I don't know if that's reputable, but we're here. Let's see. Market forecast. 55% of small businesses believe fleets is expected to be fully autonomous within 20 years. So,
oh yeah.
I feel like Walmart's got to be trying it now. Actually, I know they're not trying it because my company ships stuff for Walmart, but they will be. The global autonomous car market is expected to grow from 5.6 billion in 2018 to 60 billion in 2030. The market definition excludes component production and investment. I'm not smart enough to know what that means. Annual production levels of robocars are expected to... I never heard of them just called robocars before. That sounds super high tech. Are expected to reach 800,000 units cool worldwide by 2030. You know what I was thinking, though? You know how, like...
What?
Like, when I was a kid, right? I saw Pokemon, and they had the video phones, and I was like, man, I can't wait for video phones to be a thing. Now, I ignore people's FaceTimes because I don't want to, like, engage that fully, right? When we get self-driving cars, when self-driving cars are regular, I just think of that episode, not episode, but the movie iRobot with Will Smith, where he like drives his car himself and he's like, I like the feel. And the girl is like, you're crazy. Cars explode.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because all the cars drive at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, they're like at 400 miles.
You know what's going to be funny?
Like they're like,
like driving a car like regular will be like the same thing as vinyl. People will just be really pretentious
spinning
about
a record.
You ready for it? You ready for it? You ready for the throwback? For 30s only. Or Demolition Man, when everybody gives up on having sex and just have sex through VR, and like Sylvester Stallone's character makes a suggestion to do it the old-fashioned way. And Sandra Bullock goes, "Ew, what are you talking about? Fluids? Oh, that's how we got rid of diseases." And that's a really terrible blight future. If we can enjoy a little fluid exchange.
Now,
well,
I
mean,
see Demolition.
I don't know if I'm down for the
if
future.
the VR can give you the fluid experience, then fuck it.
You think so, bro?
No, I'm just
You
saying
think so?
if it can, if you can trick me till I go to sleep, trick me to sleep.
Yo, can we put that on your headstone? Trick me.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Thriller from the
Trick
tree.
Me.
could you imagine though, like two people are having VR sex, but they're both experiencing different things because they have a different VR setting.
Yeah.
So like in her fantasy, this shit is dry as fuck. For me, we're on top of the Tesla, very wet. It's actually raining somebody else's spit. Like I love me some fluids.
Women like wet sex. I don't know what dry women are you
Oh no,
hanging out with.
I'm
You
saying
meant like
you're
they're in the
That's
desert.
You're
terrifying.
VR Tom Selleck woman, or Sandra Bullock. I mean, I've
No one's doing
I
dry.
definitely I didn't hook up.
Women like
I didn't hook up with
fluids.
this girl, but the girl I was hooking up with knew this girl, and this girl was like, "I don't want to spit on the dick. Like it's already wet enough." No, if I'm not like a little nauseous
God.
watching you for like a second, it's not wet enough. I have to be like a little disgusted by you.
No. I have to be like concerned by the sound you're making because I gotta double check. Like if you're, I gotta be like, right? Like you, like
Y'all
is
are
something
talking about
happening,
two
or
different
is this
things,
like?
but-
And then when she comes back up and she's like,
Now, see, the thing is, like, if I'm
Are we?
disgusted by you, people don't talk about the bond that is disgust, right? I'll give an example. You ever like be in an elevator or and somebody farts and like everyone's looking around at like who farted? Like that fart invoked conversation. It united the people. It made us
down
all
bad.
it
The
made
down
us all
bad.
come together with a common goal to find this scent because the disgustingness bound
down
us.
bad.
If you're ashamed of yourself sucking it and I'm looking at you grossed out, that means we're bound forever. Because once we get past being grossed out, it's a connection that's forever. It's a forever thing right there.
let's talk about what marriage is, right? The marriage. listen. If by 10 years you're not slightly disgusted by what the person has done to you, I don't know if you're doing it right anymore. Personally, because me and my wife have looked at each other and go like, wow. We're like normal human beings outside outside these doors, but in the premises, like gosh, like people like lots of like animals would blush, like like, hey, what was that about? Wow, excuse me, a little red in the cheek. That's why the Bears keep coming back, because they keep coming back for the show. They want to see the back shots. They want to see the throw around, bro. They want to see the eating the ass. They want to see the under the eating, like the position, bro. You just gotta get there, like just enjoy it.
Could you
Get
imagine
nasty. Get
Could you
disgusting.
imagine like one day, like you're waking up, you're having your morning coffee, you're looking out your window, and you see two foxes getting it on, and the fox spits in, like he just spits in his paw. He's like, "Learn this from you, dog."
Yeah.
Starts stroking his
and
meat.
then what happens is a raccoon joins because opposable thumbs comes in and he starts jerking off everyone, and it's a wonderful time. I'm all down for all of that. I hope it's because of me. I hope that the population around here gets gross and everybody goes like, whoa, well, it's because Christian existed. Yeah, no, you have to be I mean, that's the fun part, right? I think like when you get to like be with somebody and like comfortable and like you start to talk, you're nasty, like you're like those deep, like when you meet somebody and you break down all those walls and they go like, yeah, well, actually what I'm really into is milking. Now, can you milk me, mom? you that's a place of trust. That's a safe place. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, find your safe place. That's all I'm saying.
Will the AI know you want to be milked?
Oh hell yeah! Just off of maybe two sentences or two chat interactions, it's gonna know my entire profile.
You know what I want to know? You know what I'm scared of?
Christian likes.
You know what I'm scared of? Or rather, if you had like a VR sexual experience, but the VR was not created by you. The VR environment was not created by you. It was just created by like your porn history in the last 90 days. Would it be cool, or would you be disgusted with yourself by the end? Like, is there something you've watched in the last 90 days where you were like, that was a little off kilter, but I liked it, and I'm not going to explore it again? Is there something weird going to happen in that VR experience that you might not be okay with sharing?
What's hard is it's the stuff that you can't explain, right? Like you go like, did I really watch 30 minutes of like fuck machine porn? Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Like maybe that's the rabbit hole we're talking about. Porn has gone to a place where it's yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like everyone has it on their radar, and I feel like it's just so pervasive, and it's good. I want more people to talk about that shit, because then you start to really like fucking find what you're into. Sometimes it's really fucking weird and actually fucking gross.
Yeah, I'm just
the things you don't unsee. That'd be the only terrible thing about what you're saying is like the stuff you see accidentally, and it isn't your thing, but it's still there haunting you because it's a memory. And all of a sudden your AI has decided, well, maybe you might enjoy some blend of this. And it's like, no.
The AI gets it wrong, where it's like let's say you're just like into fisting, right? I'm not judging you if you like to fist a woman, but like the AI gets it wrong and thinks you like to be fisted, and then now this is your experience. It's just cramming your shit. Oh, I'll say this: I won't be in the first line to try in the same way I don't download new iOSs when they come out. I wait a few months. That's how I'll be when the AI porn comes out. The AI porn VR. I'm gonna wait.
You were such
about
a liar.
7 or 8 months.
You are such a liar. You will not waste any time, because that sounds cool. Because the minute we find out that we have like an AI assisted or even AI guided or AI put together sexual experience, you're gonna be there, bro, and you will be getting fisted, because we all know that was your fantasy right there. Adam Plain Truth, thank you for our future
I feel like
overlords,
I can take a fist.
Whatever this is. Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like for some reason a finger feels invasive. Like I don't like it. But I feel like if I prepped for like a whole fist, I'd be, and with a woman I cared about. Why not? I'll be your puppet,
bro.
I'll be your Kermit.
Can I say something? Bro, I met this one person, and she was small, right? Like very small, like not a big person at all. And she was like telling me, we're explaining to each other what we enjoy, and then she gets really open and she starts talking about what she's really, and she starts talking about how she likes getting fisted. And we had already had sex before, so I was wondering the entire time. It was like, was I like not like, there's no way, like, and I guess I found out there is a way, and it's now it goes. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
You felt like there wasn't a way. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, because when we had sex, I did not imagine that anything bigger than what was inside of her at the moment had ever been inside of her. So either like the fists are like tiny or not, but no, it happened, and I don't know. Wherever she's at, I hope she's having a good evening.
The best thing about talking about fisting is you remember every single conversation about fisting you've ever had. Whenever it comes up, you're just like, oh, remember that girl in 2013 told me she wanted to get fisted. I never did it, but I just remember her saying that. Like, you remember every apartment you lived in.
There's a lot of conversations.
I remember every apartment I lived in when somebody was texting me about fisting, and the time I have fisted in the past. It's just interesting times, and I'm yet to be fisted, but
Who are you fisting nowadays?
I have not
both of you.
fisted anybody in a
Yeah.
long
I've
time.
never fisted anyone in my life. Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. Clap. No.
Well, Joey, the summer is around the corner, so I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
man.
it's about time.
It is around
Ladies,
the corner. Don't call it out
if,
now because by 4th of July.
Keep that KY, and you want all of these,
Mm.
you let me know.
Whoa, those are soft
You let
hands,
me
bro.
know.
Those look like nice hands. Wow, well manicured too. Look at that.
I'm telling you, just keep your
Ladies,
hands slick with sunscreen this summer, and they'll slide into a butthole real nice. Maybe even by accident, just right on the beach. Right in the Tesla. Right. Now
really
that's
by
a bucket list situation. Fisting somebody's ass in a self-driving Tesla on a mountain road in daytime. Wow. I hate that I have so many fantasies that I need to fulfill right now.
You know what? You keep raising the bar. That's the problem. You keep doing that to yourself. Like, don't raise the bar so much. Like, just to keep. Like, say you're ready to get fist somebody in a Ford pickup. That can happen tomorrow. If you set goals that are attainable today, you can incrementally get to those Tesla goals. But don't go for the Model X Tesla self-driving, car fisting with who would be at the top? Who would you? Like, if you were fisting somebody today, who would be like at the very tippy top for you?
Angelina
Like,
Jolie.
who would
I
it be?
wanna fist Angelina Jolie.
Wow, yo,
That's a
you
throwback.
holy shit! You wasted no time. You wasted Brad Pitt or pre Brad Pitt or
I
post
don't know the fucking
Brad
difference.
Pitt, or does it
It
matter?
doesn't fucking matter to me.
Ooh,
I
I saw
You
her
know who I
recently in a
fist?
picture, and I was just like, well, goddamn.
I would fist Ron DeSantis. What are you doing to Florida, my friend? You've lost your mind. You need to get stretched out. You need to have your mind opened, and that's what I would fist for sure.
Yeah, you know what? He deserves to be fisted.
Tucker Carlson's in the room.
I'm trying to figure out how much
Yeah.
it is to
No,
rent a
I
self-driving
agree.
Tesla now. I'm assuming like 300. I don't know. I can't
You
find
know,
a site.
every time I think I'm like, oh man, I'll move to Florida. That good old governor keeps saying something, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe I don't gotta live there. Maybe not. And his plan's working. His plan is working. That's what it is. He don't want nobody. Chill.
I had a
Chill,
theory
Daddy.
about
Chill.
white people. I think Ron DeSantis is crazy, and a lot of the South is because white people don't belong in heat, and I think it drives them crazy over time. You know
that
how
makes
like
sense.
we like remember Henry VIII?
Where do they belong?
They belong in fucking Poland and fucking
They go
and
crazy.
temperate-
Yeah, and they still and what happened?
Poland
Like, if
was
you-
fine.
And what
It was-
happened?
No, if you look up like the
Germany
10 countries,
And-
if you look up the countries with
We have
Yeah,
Russia,
yeah, those things are crazy.
Ukraine, Germany. Bro, they are all in the cold, and they're committing the most mass atrocities.
that's true.
You know,
but if you
you
do
know-
look up like the most
the
what's
North
it called?
Pole.
Like the
We got to just send them all
Vikings?
to the North Pole.
Vikings were not chill,
They're
bro.
chill now. If
Vikings
you look up
were
like
not
all
chill.
the like the top 10 most best quality of life countries, they're all like Norse. They're all just white people loving white people.
They fucked out all the rage. They fucked out
raped
all the rage. And they go, how you doing? Do everybody?
and I think Russia.
So
think that's
everybody lives
racist.
happily ever after.
I think Russia and Germany are mixed.
It is a
too.
little racist. I don't give
I
a
think
shit.
Russia and Germany are
Do
mixed
something
too. That's
about
what
it.
it
Cancel
is.
me.
Maybe that's what it is. They're in too close of proximity to brown people. There's Middle Eastern people in Russia and Germany.
Oh yeah, well, Russia's gigantic. Like by like, I mean, literally, it has like all kinds of ethnicities, and it is not under one white banner. Like that's the big mistake. Is like you have like Saint Petersburg and like Moscow that are pretty white, but then you have the rest of Russia, which is like you have Southeast Asians, you have like people who have like migrated from those areas, Inuits. I mean, literally just kind of ethnically, it could be all over the place, and that's just. I mean, I guess you got to be crazy to live there too, because who the fuck wants to live in any freezing type of weather? They do, and they still kill everybody. What's going on? What's going on, people? We gotta chill. They've not chilled in hundreds,
All that
thousands
ice
of
and
years,
they can't
bro.
chill.
Bars. This is why you're the
Chill.
rap god. Yeah. What is this? I'm trying to look up like a Tesla rental. I'm on dreamluxuryrental.com in Detroit, and they're like, call us to rent a car. Why would I call you? Why would you have a website for me to direct me to call you?
For me to call.
Show me the cars.
Whack.
And don't show me. I don't want the Corvette. I don't want the mate. Yeah, view full fleet. What do we got? I just want a Tesla. Why can't I just search Tesla? Come on, upgrade your website. It's 2023. Let the AI do it. They can write the code for it. All right, Tesla Model X Black and Charcoal. This actually looks roomy enough to fuck in as well. Let's see. Embrace the future of driving with the Tesla Model X Black and Charcoal. This all-electric SUV combines stunning design, exhilarating performance, and cutting-edge technology to redefine our driving experience with its spacious interior, advanced autopilot feature, and I had to read that just to make sure it had the autopilot. All right, so how much contact to book? No, I don't want to contact you to book it. I just want to fucking know right now, right here.
Do you have it?
Why?
Do you have it or not?
But this looks spacious. Like this, you can definitely fuck in this boy.
That sounds like a bait and switch. It sounds like you show up for the Tesla, and then they get you for like the
Yeah,
dark. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, it's like contact us to book this.
it's self-driving.
No, this is a.
What do you mean self-driving?
This is a data scam.
Edward stays
It's
in the
one of those
car.
data scams where they're like,
Yeah,
put your full name and your email and your phone number, and then a message about the car, and then we'll message you. No, I don't want to be on your mailing list. I just want to fucking rent a car one time to have sex in. Can't you let me live my dreams? And the thing is too, it's annoying because like I know if I go on like a Hertz.com, they'll probably tell me. But like I wanted to like see what the local prices was because this is a place that's near here, Southfield, Michigan, right? But no, the locals are fucking me up. Now I gotta go to Hertz, go to big corporations, and I'm sure this is like a black person that owns this company. I'm sure this looks like a very Negro business.
Damn, bro. Nigga, come on, son.
No, this is something. This just looks like a business. Like you ever? All right, I'm gonna give you an example. Right, I saw
At a date.
I saw a fucking ad the other day for a TikTok. Actually, it was a car wash in Atlanta where there's a lounge in the car wash where you can smoke hookah. Who owns that business?
Dominicans are black.
Exactly.
Dominicans are black
Same
people.
thing, technically.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know if
same
there's a
thing.
huge Dominican population in Atlanta.
Yeah, no.
I know there's a Hispanic population. I don't know if it's Dominican.
There's gotta be one.
Mexican.
Yeah, they
I haven't hit.
definitely.
I want to get. I want to
It's mad hot.
hit a hookah with my woman and get thotty tonight. In the yeah, that's another thing. Damn, I gotta add to the fantasy again. We're gonna smoke hookah in the Tesla too. Damn, hookah and fisting in
No,
the
we're not
Tesla.
doing.
That shit would go crazy.
Have I ever
bro.
told you?
That shit would
That's
go crazy.
crazy. Because if you put the shisha, the
Nope.
pipe,
Don't do
in
it.
the
See,
asshole,
there we go. Took it too far. Took it too far. Because now that's dangerous. Now that is too dangerous.
You get the mango hit. You just. Ew, we're gone.
Are we gonna have
But
the little?
no,
we're gonna have like the
I,
actual dude in the car with us, the little fucking idiot, whatever.
with
I
the
don't want to say
coals,
Indian, but like whatever race hookah comes from, he's gonna have the coals. Is
Egyptian.
it Egyptian? We're gonna have the little Egyptian
definitely
man with
is,
us
yeah.
to put the coal in her butthole, just so.
Hey, way to be! You want to know how to be racist without being racist? His name is probably Muhammad because there's definitely like a billion
I think it's
Muhammads,
like it's like
and that would be
40%
a
of the
safe bet.
population is named Muhammad. I think that's like a real stat.
So it's a safe bet. Like it's like okay,
Mohammed in
Muhammad.
the Model X.
and somebody. Yeah, so like you in the Model X. Oh my God. Can you pay him extra and then he comes with like the Astro Glide? Because in my experience, you're gonna need as much as you need. And don't skip.
as much as you need.
Don't
It
skip.
works 60% of the time, every time.
Every time.
Every times, but bro, you like it, like everybody, like anybody who's been there. Whatever you think you need,
Use more.
use more.
You need bring
like,
more.
bro. Just
That's
use
my
more,
theory
bro.
with paper
like,
towels. In all situations.
Seriously, like, just bring the whole roll. Like, just bring the whole roll. You really can't guess those kind of things because, man, when it works the opposite way, fuck, woo. Getting a cut on your dick might as well be like a second death that we have to live, because it doesn't make sense. That pain. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Not on wood. I've never experienced the cut of my penis, so
That's
I
a
know
luck
I might
that you
have
afforded
zipped
yourself.
some flesh up in my youth, way younger, like 10 years old.
Oh yeah, you wore girl jeans, bro. Just gonna say, you definitely clipped your nuts at one.
But I also
point.
wore boxers, dog. You know, back when you were a kid, you know, you don't know what to pull up first.
Well, you gonna tell me you never just didn't wear boxers with your girl
Have you
jeans?
ever worn jeans and no boxers? It's,
Yeah, I
it's
guess
like
I did.
It's not a comfortable feeling.
sandpaper.
That's not impossible.
It's not nice. It's
That's
not good.
impossible
It's not a good
though.
time.
You can be living.
I've done it before.
Not to mention the fact that if they're
It's
skinny
not-
jeans, you're just asking for ass crack out. It's not a look.
Yeah.
Is it? It's not a vibe. Okay. All right. Fine. But still.
Have you ever owned skinny jeans?
Dick pain. Straight leg jeans. Oh no, I have skinny jeans. They're not. It's not good. It's like the thing is I lost a lot of weight on top of the fact that I already have like skinny legs. It's not good. It's not my style. Like nobody wants to be like, you know what it is when I put on those kind of pants, I get told on really quickly. Like that's what it is. It's just like telling on yourself. Like when you see somebody that looks like a candy apple, you know, like just little sticks and big round body. Like I'm not as round on top, but still, like we're not doing all that. I can put them on. It's mad it doesn't feel good. I don't understand how people have like denim that close. Personally, it's just not my thing. Not my thing. I prefer like a straight leg. A straight leg is.
Yeah, I've developed more of a personal style in my 30s than in my 20s. So like I might break out a skinny jean like every once in a while just if I'm feeling it, like an all black skinny jean kind of look. But for the most part, I wear like a straight leg, like a baggier fit, a jogger fit. I like to diversify my style options, but I won't have to worry about that when I'm butt naked, fisting and smoking hookah in the Tesla.
Wearing the hoochie daddy chap
in my cowboy hat.
Assless chaps. Bro, what kind of cowboy? Yo, you ever watch you ever been on cowboy hat TikTok? That shit is wild. I stay on that way too long. Bro, do you know about
Cowboy
this?
hat
I guess I'm the only
TikTok.
one. This no. Basically, it's just like these like cowboy hat places and people just putting the hats together because like, you know, it's not like just like go pick out a hat and put it on your head. Like it's like one of those spots like they trim and they fucking give you. It's probably like $800 to get a fucking hat,
tailor.
which is I'm not. Yeah, a haberdashery.
There we go. That's the word. I was gonna Google it.
Bro, that's the $1 million word, and I should have won something, but I wasted it.
The AI are not taking the haberdashers' jobs.
They definitely. That's one job that's safe forever, bro. The haberdasheries are gonna be at the all-time peak. Everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, I need a hat to protect. I need an RFID." You know, aluminum shielding cowboy
do you
hat,
think,
so my brain doesn't get
do you think there was like
polluted by the AI?
Do you think there was like a point in like 1950 or 40 where some guy was saying to his son, you better not grow up and flip no burgers. You better be a cobbler. That's a real man's job. Like when did cobblers stop being a thing?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's some luxury cobblers right now, but like,
do you know when it stopped being? When children became a thing, that's when it stopped because they went to Indonesia and India, and they're just children making your sneakers at this point. So don't worry, you're not exploiting robots, you're just exploiting human beings.
We gotta get some custom shoes. We gotta get a custom hat. We gotta get a haberdasher. Can we get? Are there any haberdashers in the audience that want to get in the pod? Because
we do need cobblers.
Actually, no. I do know a girl who made a hat, and she did ask me to be on her podcast at some point. She made a hat out of jeans, so that's about as close as we're getting.
She made a hat out of jeans. Wow.
Can we all get a hat?
I want to.
Yeah, there was a.
She's a true haberdasher.
There was some Balenciaga like trucker hat that was like made out of jeans, and she's like, I'm just gonna make this myself because the hat was like $1,500 or something crazy. And she's like, I made these from $8 thrifted jeans. I'll send you the TikTok when I find her.
I like it. I like it. I want more of that. I want more of that in my life. I just
want to know if there was a point in history where like the fry cook was on the decline, or the cobbler was on the decline, but the fry cook was still lower. You know what I mean? Like, was the cobbler ever like a noble profession at the same time McDonald's existed?
Oh yeah, right around the same time Coco was released. Definitely the cobbler was respected, and McDonald's must have shut him out. Like,
maybe McDonald's made the flipping burgers thing a not respected profession, because before that you had the malted milkshake shops. You had the one guy who had the fucking paper hat who like owned the diner. Like, he was flipping burgers and he was feeding the town. And then fucking McDonald's came and put him out of business. 8 billion served and 2 million's livelihood killed.
Do you know? It's crazy because that's probably the number, actually.
All over America.
Between deforestation and just regular murder. McDonald's started up as just like two brothers in California. And this guy who sold milkshake machines like stumbled across their business because they ordered like 8 milkshake machines at the same time, and his quota must have been like,
who the fuck are these guys?
So who the fuck wants 8? He's like, and then he gets there, he's like, no, could I get another 8? And he's just like freaking out, and he's like, wait, what do you mean you need 16 machines? You realize these guys make like 4 at a time. There's like no way you need that many. And he's like, no, it is, like, and like took that model and liked the name. They wouldn't sell it to him in the way that he wanted to. Basically, he wanted to franchise the whole thing and become what it is today, and they refused. And he just like basically said okay, and took the business model, the name, and just like kept running with it.
Wow.
Until they died.
That's weird that you know that much about McDonald's lore.
I watched the whole movie on it. Founder, watch that shit. That shit was crazy.
You know what?
That goes crazy.
I do have some fast food lore for you. I just want to say this. Fuck Chipotle, dude. Like, every other week on TikTok, I see like a Chipotle hack. Don't eat somewhere where you need a fucking hack to afford it. Like, I'm sorry, we should just boycott that place. Yeah. Not to mention, its beginnings are such like, it makes me so angry. Because the beginnings of it were some rich ass motherfucking kid wanted to start a food truck. He did so off his dad's money. And then he just, off of his dad's, like, I don't know who his dad was, but his dad is like a billionaire. And his dad just financed this operation until it became Chipotle. And then he sold it to McDonald's. So McDonald's owns Chipotle. That could be wrong, but we're not going to correct it.
That sounds like the, how do we say, como se dice, American dream?
Yeah. That is basically. But yeah, some guy who's like rich off slavery just like gave his son money for a project. Probably like the fucking like, you know, a shareholder like JP Morgan or some shit. But like, yeah, just the fact that like this was founded on like just somebody being rich and having a lot of time in their hands, and then we gotta do hacks to get the most amount of food.
Taking money away from real taquerias and real Mexican places that have enjoyable burritos, bro, at a way less price than fucking Chipotle. Like, you go to a Mexican restaurant and you spend $16 by yourself, you're gonna have a good day. You spent $16 at Chipotle, you barely walked out with a soda and a burrito, maybe chips, no guac.
And nigga, you go to Parque de la, what's it called, Parque de la Playa in Mexico.
Yes.
Oh my god, you get a $5.50. The fucking tacos there, $2. They will melt your eyeballs.
Did you just say in Mexico?
Exactly.
I mean, if you're
went to Mexico
gonna be there,
I was like,
New York.
that is so. I can't go to Mexico.
That's a flex.
That's a flex.
Yes, you can. We can all go to Mexico today.
That's like a what, from New York, probably like a $300 flight. I think the hardest part for you to get to get to Mexico would be to get from Staten to JFK, because that's a mission. But that's longer than the flight to get to
Newark.
Mexico.
But also, I don't got $300 to
Newark
decide I'm gonna fly to get a couple tacos and burritos.
To live for a week? No, come on, bro.
Okay, then get a couple of prostitutes and make it sweeter for yourself.
Oh, so I got more money now? So like, I'm like, oh, just take 1,000 and get the burritos and the prostitutes.
What we're gonna do is 303 Entertainment's gonna be up, so we could all pay for Mexico vacation.
Okay, let me know when y'all niggas want to start volunteering for the street team. I need y'all to.
Volunteering today. Don't I do it all the time?
You mail me a sticker packet. You mail me a sticker packet and some posters. That's my Saturday, bro.
The whole day. The whole day. I'll go to church. I'll do it the old school way.
Yes, church.
I'll go to church, be like, yo, have you heard of 303 Band?
And you know what's funny?
Check it out.
I live in Detroit, where the area code is 313, so people will check it out just because they think like, what's going on here? What's that? What is 313? I'm in 30. I'm in what? Yeah. So by default, you'll get like a at least like curiosity listeners.
Curiosity, I like that. Yeah. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, "You're from Denver?" And I'm like, "Not even a little bit. Not even close. This is a zip code, baby."
Denver's crazy.
Is it?
And Denver is where we're taking the Model X to have sex.
Hell yeah. We're going to Colorado.
I don't know if it's crazy.
Let me tell you something,
I have no idea.
Why aren't the white people... Okay, so listen. I'm coming back to the Northeast, right? And I am so scared because I've been in New York for so long and everyone's telling me how gentrified it's gotten since I left. And like... Man, like somebody was telling me that the only black part of Brooklyn is Brownsville. That's what I heard. Like, recently.
That's cap because Brownsville ain't that black anymore. Like that's.
Are you kidding me? There used to be like There was like an 8-part YouTube documentary about how dangerous Brownsville was in like 2006.
Oh, it still is. The white people just live there too.
I feel like Eastern Parkway
here risking
is probably
their
the blackest
lives.
neighborhood still.
Just
Flatbush is definitely still black.
East New York.
Like you still like Target and the Barclays Center have tried so hard to make that anything but a black neighborhood, and it is not. It will never survive. Literally, that Atlantic Mall just attracts everybody that is everybody in that area, and they're just like, that's it. This is just what happens. This is Central Brooklyn. Everybody comes to the mall and enjoys some Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, I'm re-gentrifying the area.
Gangbusters.
But you know, but the one thing I would say is like, I don't know why white people are gentrifying like, you know, cities, because like, have you seen Utah, dog? It's Montana, Colorado, Denver. It should be like white people Atlanta. Like y'all could just go there, be around your own kind and magnificent mountains, and it never gets above 80 degrees. You'll never have sunburn. Like it's like, dude, why are you coming to New York? Why don't you start a little Hollywood or a little fashion industry in Iowa, like on the plains, my man? Like you can do it.
It's cheaper.
Like
it's cheaper.
It's not even like you got to make the neighborhood white. It's already white. You just got to make it cooler because they're not cool out there now. But like they could be. They're open. So that's the thing. Like
they need us to become
open.
They need the community to become cool.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
They're just like, you know, my parents are right wing Republicans, and I just need to go to a city with some thoughts. You are taking the thoughts out of the city, man.
But I still love them. But I still love mom.
I accept their money.
I still love dad. I accept them for who they are. It's okay that they just vote. We just have a difference of opinion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like, just go to fucking.
We'll buy that.
Even what's another state? Iowa. Like it's so many beautiful, nice places for white people to go.
Any of the ones in the middle.
Minneapolis gets busy.
Take West Virginia. You get West Virginia. We could take regular Virginia.
Well, black people already have regular Virginia.
Yeah, but it's got to be a little deeper.
Well, we got like part of it. We get the DMV, so we get like one corner.
That's exactly.
Like the northeast corner of Virginia. But yeah, like I feel like just white people love snowboarding and mountains and skiing. Like, why are you coming to LA with the Mexican gang members? Why are you going to Houston? You don't need to be there.
Just like, go away.
Even Florida, like white people were the ones that made up that Florida was so crazy and Florida man shit. Leave.
Vermont.
Give Florida back to the Haitians. They love it there.
Vermont exists.
Vermont, bro.
Literally.
Maine?
New Hampshire. Goes crazy. That, like, how many? Just, that's yours. You guys got it. Just take that part. It's cool. Like, everybody's fine with it. Nobody's gonna bother.
But no, you want to gentrify. I think they'll figure it out. I think there'll be like a, you know, because we already had white.
They haven't figured it out in 20 years.
Like everything happens in like circles in history, right? So white flight was the reason these areas were black in the first place in ghetto, because white people left. Their governments took money out of the areas and then made them the hood. They created them and they pumped crack into them. Now we got all the crack and we're like, damn, we got this crack. This is making us want to dance and make music. Now these areas are cool.
FAI move in. Like
the crack made us cool and made us dance and turn us into artists, and then now the white people want to come back. So I'm sure there'll be like a white flight again in 10 years.
The weed made us cool. The crack made us a little dangerous. And that's where New York City's at again. I think you're right. If full circle, because like New York City is getting back it's teeth. People are getting mugged, thrown on the train tracks, like, you know, full on like good old New York City murder. It's about to make a comeback.
I am.
I think better than anybody expected.
I know I have said that like brick and mortar crime is you know, it's out, but I have also said white genocide. So if you got to start with like white pocket picking, you know, white burglary, right? I'm with it. Just steal a purse like a Ninja Turtle, like in the Foot Clan.
Steal a TV out of somebody's fire
Do a
escape.
little home invasion and
go, hey, I'm robbing it. Like, you know, to somebody.
A brownstone home invasion won't hurt anybody. It'll just make the rent cheaper.
Yeah, it's literally where you see some little ginger guy with a headband. You're like, all right, the neighborhood's all right.
Did you see that?
Like, it's back.
Did you see that TikTok of like the there's a white kid with a tweed suit walking his dog in like Soundview, Brooklyn, or Bronx?
No, because I want to watch that now.
Yeah, I was like, all the comments were like, rob him, dog. What are you doing? Like, the rent is about to go up.
Hold on. So you remember like those like those videos that like it was those DVDs that would come out and it was just about shit that was happening in the streets, right? Like just shit people were doing, filming. And this is like 2008, maybe pre 2010. Like, you know, camera phones aren't like a thing. So people got like their own cameras breaking it out while people are doing like crazy shit. One of the funniest memories I have in that is these guys going down to like 42nd Street, Times Square, right? And then walking up to all the little white boys on the block who are like, you know, like wearing some fake jewelry or maybe some real jewelry, whatever it is. And those people just robbing them blind. Like you just go like, the little kids, bro, like leave it, like let them go. Like it's okay. It's okay. Like I get it. They do deserve it. But like they're crying and they're like, yeah, it's my chain. Like I was like, you know what, man? You definitely way older than these guys. Like there's no way that it's not a 30-year-old holding the camera, just like talking the way he's talking, like Cameron behind the fucking video. Like that would be funny if it was just Dipset committing all these crimes the whole time and like just selling the video on the streets.
The And One mixtapes of robbing white people.
Robbing tourists. And One hit tapes.
And One mixtape. Times Square edition.
And One lick tapes.
That shit was so funny, bro. That shit was so funny. Like just seeing a bunch of like kids get robbed.
You know what's fucked up about white people moving to New York too? Like white people who visit hate it. Like they hate, like every white person I've ever, most people, in fact, not even white people, most people I've met hate New York. It's so dirty. It's so gross. Yes. So leave. Why are you here? That's the one, it's like a love-hate relationship I have with that in New York is that everyone at some point will visit. It's a love-hate relationship. Most people in the world will at some point or another come to New York.
City. It's the greatest city in the world. You know?
But y'all white people have you know, an unsung hero in fucking Wichita, Kansas, and you want to come to our cities. Cincinnati,
you know what? They ruined
clean.
it. They ruined it.
I've been to Cincinnati, Ohio.
They ruined it.
It's the cleanest place I've ever been in my life.
Makes me wonder. Cincinnati Fashion Week. What's going on there?
Cincinnati.
The Patagonia, baby, it's coming out. This the summer Eddie Bauer line.
What? No, if you're going to Patagonia, you go to Soho. So Patagonia and Soho.
You said the Eddie Bauer line. Holy shit, that would be crazy, right? Like the Coleman line. Like Coleman is bringing out their new gear for summer.
Cincinnati Fashion Week. Where's the
Real
I don't
tree,
actually know what
the
I'm
Real
looking at.
Tree Fashion Line presents in Cincinnati.
You said the Real
Ohio.
Tree.
Banana Republic.
The Banana Republic don't need no fucking marketing. Do they even exist
Hell yeah,
anymore?
bro! You want to know something crazy? I was wearing a Banana Republic sweater today. It's hard. We have an outlet.
Bro, I should go to Banana Republic. I'm like a regular size. I can go there.
We have an outlet out
myself
here.
some
They got
modern
some cool shit.
Hey.
It's owned
That also
by-
is crazy because it was 80
They got
degrees
baby
today,
and
and you were
toddler
wearing a
shit.
Banana Republic hoodie.
Oh yeah, you was out here in New York.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
You was out here.
I'm on
you
the
weren't.
same part of the hemisphere,
Oh, you weren't.
dog.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, you weren't. Hey, you were not. You were not. You weren't. It's breezy as fuck out here, cuz.
Wow.
I live by the water. It gets cold.
The aggression is where I want it at, and where we're gonna leave it at, because that's the way everybody should remember Joey. Come at him crazy and see how crazy he gets. That's right.
Come at his Banana Republic's neck, and he's gonna snap.
Nobody
He's
fucks with
moving to
Banana
Utah.
Republic.
Nobody.
Moving to Utah. Yeah, that sounds some.
I could fuck up a Banana Republic sweater.
Hell
That's
yeah.
that's the
Hell
the
yeah,
new
Walter. Hell yeah.
tagline on your headstone.
Trick
That's what we're
me,
writing on
Banana
your headstone.
Republic.
I can fuck up a Banana
Fuck
Republic.
up a banana in
Trick
public.
me, Banana Republic.
Your girl fucked up my banana
Oh,
in
no.
public, and she's a Republican.
Right. It has been that's
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's it. You're
Yeah,
cut off.
That's fair.
It's the end. It's the end. It's been the National Meat Treasure. Somehow we made it through a whole hour of us just talking shit, and I lose the time because it's a good
Yeah,
time.
that's fast.
So with that said, subscribe, hit the bell for notification. Make sure that you check in on us. Comment, hit us up on Facebook on everything that we're all gonna talk about in the next 10 seconds. YouTube comments are great. You know, I love the Marzipan. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm remembering people. It's nice. It's cool. It's cool.
And follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram. And follow the pod at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram. And at NMT Pod on Facebook. Also, head over to YouTube if you're an audio listener. And just look at my fucking glorious tan right now. Your boy is milk chocolate tea. It's summer.
Like a Lindt chocolate.
And yeah, like I said, blow up that Facebook, blow up that Instagram, reshare the clips. I know I've been a little slow with the clips, but like I said, I am trying to move across the country again. So I've been a little wrapped up in jobs and, you know, living life. So yeah, share a clip.
More important shit. Don't
Send it to your mom, your coworkers. Not my coworkers. They don't know this exists because they don't know my real name. I give them my government because that's not my real name anymore.
Alter ego. The alter ego.
Some people I work with find out and know about this podcast, and every time someone comes up to me at work, they're like, "You have a podcast?" I'm like, "Ah, shit." At closer to losing my
Don't
job.
listen to me talk about fisting.
I mean, hey, man, you know, we talk about fisting on
Fisting
here.
it.
So,
Fisting in the dairy aisle.
so take your popper, relax your muscles, and
You're a
let
little too
me
well. You said
and spit on my hand so I can slide it up your ass.
Listen,
I am.
Bro said he never fisted nobody, but he knows about poppers. I don't know what your lifestyle is, dog. What are you hiding? Poppers is advanced fisting knowledge. If you know about poppers,
Yeah,
you're doing
dog.
something.
If you know, you know. Listen, follow me at Saint Thrillah on Twitter. No, don't follow me there because I don't use that fucking app. I mean, you can if you want. I'll use the number. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Saint Thrillah. Also on Apple Music and Spotify, any streaming platforms.
Yes.
Saint Thrillah, Youngmoth, 303 Bam. Shout out any other musicians that I'm not thinking of right now. Love y'all. Oop. Yeah.
Well, it's been an absolute treasure. Whatever that noise
That was my
was,
keyboard.
I am out of here. It's scary now.
Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thrillah, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around.